right? They help you learn. Okay, Carly and Sidley, tell me about your leaders that you know.
I don't really go to wrestling because you might get knocked out.
Okay, that's not what we're talking about right now. We'll talk about that later. Carly and Sidley, did you? Abraham Lincoln, that's an old leader that we had. That was one of our past presidents. That's very good. George Washington is a past president. He is one of our leaders. Trent and Ayla, I want to hear from you.
My mom and dad are leaders.
Your mom and dad are leaders. Why are they leaders?
They help me and guide me.
Oh, very good, Ayla. They help and they guide you.
And I don't know many of these leaders, but I know what they are. There's policemen, firemen, vets, doctors, nurses.
And they're all leaders. That's wonderful. Why are all of those people leaders to you, Ayla?
Because they help people.
They help people. Taylor and Josiah, what did you guys talk about?
My mom and dad.
Your mom and dad are leaders? Why are they a leader to you?
I was fixing their day. They help
They help you do things. They help guide you. That's wonderful things for leaders to do. Josiah, did you want to share a leader from your life? Who is a leader in your life, Josiah? You're a soccer coach? And why is the soccer coach a leader? He taught you how to play soccer. So, you guys, we're learning about leaders, and one of the things that we could say is that leaders teach us, right? And they help us.
I haven't got to share yet.
Levi, Miss Sam's here.
I haven't got to share yet.
Okay, River, go ahead and share with us. Tell us about why you were a leader.
Cops are leaders, and Trump's a leader, and Mom is a leader, and Dad's a leader, and Doggy President is a leader.
Okay, well I don't know about doggy presidents, but maybe the doggy president is the leader of the other dogs.
Yeah.
All right, you guys did a great job. You have wonderful thoughts about what leaders are. We're going to go ahead and move on. Who is this? Does anybody know who this is? Oh, I got to go back. Okay. So if you guys look at this slide, I thought it was kind of interesting because right here you can see the seal of the United States. Where else do you see the seal?
The post office.
Avery. On the what?
My daddy works and he has the seal on his back.
At the prison? Okay. That is the West Virginia state seal, I think, that you're talking about that your daddy has. And that's similar to what we're talking about here because this is the United States seal. And sometimes you'll find it on the back of coins.
Yeah, the 50 cents quarter.
Very good, Damon. Who is this leader? Does anybody know who this leader is?
George Washington. No.
George Washington. I don't think so. Does anybody else want to take a guess? That's a good guess. This is another leader.
Is he the boss of the government?
That's a wonderful guess, JT, because he is sort of like the boss of the government. Donald Trump is the boss of the United States, and this guy is Jim Justice, and he's our governor. So he is the boss of the government in West Virginia.
Daniel, I was just going to
And
say that.
Avery, is this what you see on your daddy's uniform? That is West Virginia state seal. So that's pretty cool that you recognized that. Very good, Avery. Let's talk about another leader. You guys might know this guy.
He's the what is it called? He came to our school last year. I forget what is his called. He said Mr. Majeski.
No, not Mr. Majeski.
Is he the boy doggy guy in the doggy costume?
Okay, I really like where your mind's going, because I am sure this man was at the school last year. Mrs. Majeski, can you verify that? Yep. He was at the school last year. And this is the mayor, and he
That's what I was
is...
getting ready to say, but I wasn't sure.
You wasn't sure the word? That's okay.
No, I knew the word. I didn't know it was right.
You wasn't sure if that was... Okay, that's okay, because sometimes that's how we learn. If we're not sure, just say it, because if you're wrong, that's okay. That's how we learn.
He's the president.
This is the mayor of Moundsville. Moundsville is the town where we live. There's the mound. You see the picture of the mound up there. And
I went on the mound.
you went on the mound before? That's why our town is named Moundsville. And up there you will see the mayor, and he is the boss of the government for Moundsville. Now, I really like the way you put that earlier, Blake. Oh, we're going to look at another leader. You guys might recognize these people. Okay, yeah. Mrs. Majeski's on these slides, and who else is on these slides? Mrs. Duffy. Yes, you guys. Okay, you guys are all right. These are leaders of our school. Mrs. Majeski is the leader of our classroom. She is my leader right now. She is my mentor teacher. And Mrs. Duffy is the leader of this school. She is the principal of the school. So she is actually Mrs. Majeski's leader. So we are all leaders here.
Is that me right there?
I think it might be. That's right, that's you. Okay, take a seat, please. So I want you guys to raise a quiet hand. Okay, go ahead and ask your question.
Is Donald Trump the president of the USA?
Yes, he is.
How do you know
Yes,
that?
Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, well,
He took my thought.
that's all right. We all can have thoughts
Is he a
here.
vibrator?
All right, are we ready?
Is George Washington is everybody's leader in this state?
Well, George Washington is a past president, and he is no longer alive.
Trump is the leader. He was the very first president that was in.
That's right. He was the very first president.
And Abraham Lincoln was the second. No, he was the 20-something. 16. He was the 16th.
16th. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president of the United States.
Then who was the second?
I'm not, I would have to go back and look. James Madison?
I think so, but we have our president's book there on the easel to look that up later. We'll
Okay.
look it up later. But that's a great question. I'm glad you guys are thinking about it. That's why that book's always there for you to refer to, because we've had a lot of questions about presidents. It has all the presidents numbered in order, up to the 42nd president.
So who was the first president on the 42nd president? I know.
Okay.
I know
Okay.
42nd president's probably.
Okay, we're gonna move on now, alright? I love that your active participation.
It's Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay, I love your active participation, but now we're getting ready to move on. We're gonna go and talk a little bit more about adjectives. Raise your hand if you know what an adjective is.
I know.
Avery has a quiet hand. We need a quiet hand next time, okay? Avery, do you know what an adjective is? You forget. That's okay, honey.
I know.
We'll ask somebody else. Josiah, do you know what an adjective is?
I know.
That's okay. River, you wanna tell us? An adjective. Adjectives are not bosses, but that's a great. It's actually a really good synonym because adjectives describe other words. They're describing words.
Are they bad people?
No, they're not bad words. They're not bad people, and they're not bad words. They're describing words. So if I said Jacob ran really fast, fast would be the adjective. We would be talking about how Jacob ran. So now we're going to talk about how leaders are leaders, okay? There are certain qualities that leaders have.
I know what the adjective is. It's the people who describe words.
Okay, yes. They're words that describe other words. Very good, River. The first thing that you will find whenever we're talking about leaders is that they're reliable. Does anybody know what the word reliable means? If you know the word, raise your hand. Reliable is a person. Oh, I'm sorry, River. I didn't see your hand.
Reliable is somebody
That's what adjectives do. They describe things.
Do they
Reliable means if we come to school every day, we know that Mrs. Majeski is going to be here because she's reliable. She's trustworthy. We know that she's going to be here every day. That's reliable. It is something that you can count on. You know is going to happen. It's an absolute. They're reliable.
Does Miss Majeski's not here some days?
Well, sometimes we get sick, and that's okay.
No, Miss Majeski's not here some days because our substitute teacher comes.
Okay, sometimes we have a substitute teacher, and Mrs. Majeski was not reliable that day. I'm sorry. The next word that I chose to describe a leader is someone who is fair. If you know what the word fair means, raise your hand.
I know.
JT, sit down.
They make everything fair. Is that what they do?
Okay, if you're going to make everything fair, what does that mean? What are you actually going to do? Zura. Okay. Hold on, Sarah. I'm sorry. I can't hear you very well. I have Josiah standing and Carly standing, and we need to be sitting, please. Okay. So, to be fair means that we're going to put everybody on the same playing field. That means that it's free from self-interest, prejudice, or favoritism. Free of favoritism. That means that I'm not going to allow JT to have more privileges than Zura. I have to be fair. We have to even out the playing field. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we want our leaders to be fair, right?
That's what I was trying to say.
Very good. I like your thought. Avery, did you have something that you wanted to say? Okay, moving on. We want our leaders to be understanding. Raise a quiet hand if you know what understanding means. Josiah? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, honey. Okay, understanding means that we're aware of, yes, River.
Understanding means we're aware of something.
We're aware of other people's feelings. If we're understanding, if Mrs. Majeski's understanding that she knows that you're really tired and it's hard to hold your eyes open today because you've been sick, she's understanding that you've been sick. That means to empathize or to know how someone else is feeling. Leaders are also helpful. You guys know what the word helpful means. A lot of you are helpful. Ava, can you tell me what helpful means? If you're trying to help somebody who might need a hand, right? If you're a classroom leader and you mark out the A, E, I, O, U sounds for Mrs. Majeski, that's really helpful. That's helping her teach her lesson. And that's a really good thing to do. Smart. Leaders should be smart, right? And you guys all know what smart means because most of you are very, very smart.
Don't you mean all of us?
You all are very, very smart. River, thank you for...
You are.
Thank you, JT. And so are you. We are all very smart. That means that we have a high degree of mental ability. If we are honest, what does honest mean, Blake? These words are important, so pay attention.
You don't lie and you tell the truth.
Great job, Blake. That's right. You don't lie, you tell the truth, you are honest. What about strong? Many of you are very strong. Ayla.
It was something about fair.
You want to say something about fair? Okay, go ahead.
The time when Martin Luther King Jr. was here, it wasn't fair because black people had to go to schools that were broken and stuff, and white people got to go to schools that weren't broken and stuff. And it wasn't fair for him. So when he grew up, he changed those laws. And if he wasn't good, we would never have fair laws.
Ayla, that is so good. Martin Luther King was a wonderful leader, and he was fair. He encompasses all of these things that we've been talking about today.
And if he was never born, there would never be fair laws.
That's right. That's right. So we need our leaders to stand up for us and show us what's fair and what's honest and what's right. Those are the things that we're looking for.
Except some people didn't like it. And there was this one guy who didn't like it, so he decided to do something mean to Martin Luther King.
He killed him!
And I technically understand that. So I don't like whoever did that, but he went to prison.
Oh, okay.
He killed him!
Well, you're really giving us a lot of information, and since you're participating so well, I need some help. I'm gonna have you and Taylor pass out these papers for us.
He killed him! Mr. Majeski.
Well, you know what? Are we out of time?
Yep.
Okay.
So